samples were in, you might say, random colors because we didn't order our own fabric ahead of time. It was whatever fabric that Gore or Malden had available. So bright, ugly reds and purples and greens and blues that were leftovers and scraps. Our logos, since we had just come up with a concept and finalized the Mountain Hardwear name and logo, we were able to make the logos to be able to go on the product, but we couldn't actually sew them on. So they were stuck on with tape. And I remember that first trade show, and we're showing samples. Every time I pulled a jacket out of the rack, the logo would fall off of it on the ground, and our carpet was covered with double stick tape logos by the end of the trade show. Well, first I want to quantify that the samples were hideous only in the color and the execution and maybe how the labeling was done. The products themselves were amazing, and Paul and Ingrid had done an incredible job in a very isolated situation. They were in Hong Kong at the time, and they were designing the product line that would become the first Mountain Hardwear execution. And the products that we came out that year wound up being really the identifiers that created the Mountain Hardwear personality for years to come. The exposure parka was our first Gore-Tex jacket that was introduced that year. The chill factor jacket, the Sub-Zero jacket, down jacket that we did. Now those will be remembered forever. Power Stretch, Zip Tee, Power Stretch tights. Those are the ones that Leslie Howe designed. The message became heard loud and clear. We want really strong, very durable, really well-designed Gore-Tex jackets, Polartec jackets, down jackets that were designed for our core purpose of high-altitude mountaineering and backcountry skiing and climbing. So it was all outerwear. It was all technical, winter-oriented outerwear designed for very harsh conditions. And that's what really made Mountain Hardwear's name, but that's what we went to market with for fall because we had to design it and then get it shipped later. Our first products that we actually shipped were sleeping bags. Our first sleeping bag we ever shipped was a bag that Jack Gilbert actually named the brand new bag. So we said we were going to be an apparel, or basically an apparel outerwear and equipment company, and we had that commitment from the beginning. But the first things we went to market with were technical outerwear, some inexpensive stuff that never got made, and then sleeping bags, and later on tents came. There are some that never saw the light of day. I'm not going to paint the picture and say that it was wonderful. We felt that we could also develop some less expensive things. So we had some Stuffits, our Stuffit jackets, and I think another waterproof jacket that we called the Terrapin. That was a inexpensive taped rainwear jacket that the retailers, as we told the story, just basically looked at us straight in the face and said, "We don't want cheap stuff from you.